Hi, and welcome to Art Buzz. Today is Wednesday, February 12th. It's Abraham Lincoln's birthday, but I want to wish you a happy Valentine's Day. Today, my special guest is Kim Burly Leonard. Welcome to Art Buzz, Kim.
Hey, thanks for having me.
I'm so excited. Kim is one of the featured speakers at the Zine Fest this weekend in LA, and I really don't know what that means, so I'm going to hand that over to you.
All right.
Tell me.
Well, zines are small production, so there's not a lot of them that are made. They're handmade books.
Okay,
so,
and they're magazines?
It came from the term fanzine. It
Okay.
started a lot with punk rock and Riot Girl.
Okay.
And wanting
80s kind of
wanting
thing.
to get the message out about things, but the internet wasn't really around, so it helped people to connect with one another that had kind of interests that weren't mainstream. So they started writing these fanzines, and then they branched off into any topic that you can think of. And now there are festivals for them all over the world. And so this one will be in LA. It is this weekend on the 16th, which is Sunday. And I am lucky enough to be one of the people that will be working in a booth with my friend Aurora. She's in the image here. She actually drew this beautiful image.
Okay,
of
the banner.
Yeah,
Okay, the banner. There
she
you
actually
go.
drew this of us, and it was our little save the date card because we are so excited. I mean, getting into Zine Fest is huge. It's when you're a part of the zine world. LA Zine Fest has only been around for 3 years, but it's been growing every year, and it just and so when we found out we got in, we just were like, oh my gosh, it's like winning a great award.
How many people are they expecting this weekend?
Oh my gosh, I don't even know. They have 180 different booths.
Oh my goodness, okay.
Zinesters, as we call ourselves, and so you've got this great variety, and it can be anything from hand-drawn comics to I do a lot of mine with the typewriter. I don't use the computer a lot for it. To art zines, to really serious political issues. It's amazing that there's a zine for everyone out there.
Now, there's a group of you in your group, or the poster. What's the poster
so the
about?
poster.
The poster.
Okay, so the poster is actually the day before Zine Fest. It's basically Zine Geeks. This is our tailgate party for the Zine Fest. So we are going to. I cannot believe that I was chosen for this. There are 10 people. Who you'll see their faces all over it. Again, drawn by my amazing friend Aurora Lady, and 10 people will be doing readings from their zines, and it's just going to be amazing.
So it's not your group. It's you were just one of the
I was
speakers.
chosen to be a reader out of all of these amazing zinesters, and I get to read among some really, really good writers. So this is my first time doing anything like that, and I can't believe I was chosen. I'm still like.
So tell me, what about the art? You have a little bit of art. We've got this Kearney Valentine's, and this is so cute.
Yes.
Yeah, be my Valentine, Kearney.
Yeah, I'm not really an artist. I'm more of a writer, but I'm really obsessed with M. Theo Kearney, who anyone in Fresno knows about Kearney Boulevard, Kearney Mansion. And I just, I have this obsession with him. I live very close to Kearney Mansion, and so I always like to imagine that, his ghost thinks that I'm hot. Or something, and so I figured I should do a zine.
And what does Chuck No.
Yeah, my husband's not so hot on the Kearney thing, but I figured, I can be an artist.
Have you ever heard that he was the illegitimate child of royalty?
He doesn't have a lot of history behind him. Like he did a really
Vague,
good job.
right,
Yeah, he was really
hiding.
vague. He tried to. Yeah, so there's like a lot of rumors about where he actually came from. If you tried to call him, Irish or ask him where his, Irish brogue was, he would just be like, I'm not Irish, I'm American. He he didn't want to have any ties to his past. He was very much in the now.
That's very interesting.
He didn't really have a lot of sentimental, like huggy moments with people. He was just
But he did have illustrious visitors come
Yeah,
to Kearney Mansion.
Yeah, well, and the mansion was just going to be the quarters for the servants
Right.
and everything.
So
and
he
then
never even built the mansion.
Yeah, the mansion, the Chateau Fresno, never even was realized. He passed away before the plans even got up off the ground. But I love him, so I figured I would share my love with the
that's
world.
neat.
So these are images of. Basically, what in my mind, I have one
The
where
ladies' man.
Yeah,
Putting the last picture.
I have the Be My Valentine Kearney, which is very apropos for our time
Right.
right now, and then also the girls from the Beatles, like, rah! You know, I went and found some pictures of that, and collaging is my art. I'm not so good at the drawing stuff, but I can do a collage.
Like it. So you have any big plans for the Zine Fest this weekend?
Just
or
really,
somebody you know you're going to go looking for? Or?
You know, honestly, it's been. I'm so excited just to be there and be in it with my best friend Aurora, and to experience this with her. And so I think that we're going to take turns to go and explore it. You know, I'll man the booth as she goes out and see if we can see if the people who actually helped my husband propose to me last year are there, and you know, let them know that we got married since, because at last year's Zine Fest he said he was going to the bathroom, and that's actually incredibly believable from Chuck, right? You'd believe he's going to go in the middle of Zine Fest. So
I've got to go.
Yeah. You know, so he disappears. I'm like, of course he's got to go right now. I'm never going to find him. There were tons of people there, and I run into him finally, and he's like, oh, here's a booth right here. I want you to see. You're really going to like this zine. And I'm like, there's too many people over there. We'll come back to them. He's like, no, go to this booth right here. This is the one you want. I'm like, I'm getting claustrophobic. I don't want to go there. And so he made me go up to them, and they actually had hand-drawn a little zine that said, Kim, will you marry me? And handed it over to me, and he proposed there. So I'm going to try and find them and just say, hey, do you guys remember what you were part of? And then they'll probably be like, no.
Who are you?
We hate love. We're all staring at our shoes right now. Like, so we'll see. But it should be really amazing. If you're in the LA area and you're interested in coming.
And if you're not in the
and
LA
if you're not and you want to make a weekend of it, honestly, if you've never, ever seen a zine before, there's a zine for everyone. You'll find something that you love, and it's just a really cool community. So on Saturday, LA Zine Fest and Beyond, it's the tailgate party kind of thing I was telling you about. It's the zine readings. It's at Beyond Baroque, which is in Venice, and it's on 681 North Venice Boulevard. And,
good. I thought it said Beyond Barbecue.
Beyond Barbecue. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine just sitting there like everyone gnawing on a rib while you're trying to tell the deepest secrets of your heart? Yeah, that wouldn't work. And then that's 4 o'clock to 5:30. And then Sunday is the Zine Fest itself. It's free for everyone, all ages. And
wow.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., so you've got all day to go.
180
different exhibitors, and they had to move to a new venue this year because they got too big for their old venue. So it's actually I think it's in a parking structure. So there's a lot of room there.
Wow.
It's 8711 Washington Boulevard, and that's in Culver City. So if you want to look it up, go to lazinefest.com, I believe, or look up LA Zine Fest on Facebook, and all the information's there.
And make sure you follow Kim.
And follow
Burly.
me.
Leonard.
You can actually read my blogs. It's thealphablonde.com. So.
Fantastic. Well, we want to thank you for being here on
Thank
Art Buzz
you so
and
much.
Break a Leg.
And I wanted to give you a copy of one of my zines. So
Fantastic.
Thank you.
I'll see you next week.
CentralValleyTalk.com